Hi, sunshines. Everyone seems to be excited about new moons. So let's see what this ride is all about. And to be more concise of how this new moon in Aquarius plays out, we need to consider also the transiting Mars in Cancer, currently going in retrograde motion. After all, Cancer is ruled by the moon, so we can't ignore it. We cannot take a single transit without looking at the whole picture first, as things work out cohesively and energies interact. Things don't work independently. I don't suggest singling out an aspect. But all this means is, although the new moon offers the new start of a cycle of creating your new reality or expanding your sense of freedom, in certain area of your life where Aquarius lives in your chart, you need to first let go and free yourself from old collective models and attachments from the past. Unless we have found peace mentally, emotionally, and physically with the environment around us in that area of life, actually, this new moon period can also feel very chaotic for many people, and something I have also been observing. As I have written in my stories a few days ago, and some food for thought, if we speak about celebration, which instills a sense of freedom, the word itself derives from the concept of celibacy, and not just in the physical context, but also emotional and in your subconscious mental processes. So, in actuality, celebration comes when we have first created the necessary space for clarity and connection to our truth, and we are celibate from foreign or unhealthy impact on us first. So how does it look like in practical terms? Let's say, for example, you have Aquarius in your fourth house, and your whole life you grew up with the idea that by the age of 30, you need to be married and have 3 kids. And one thing leads to another, and for whatever reason, you're right now at 30 years old and you still feel guilty for not living up to your, let's say, mother's expectations of a family, or even find it not right for you to live by this societal norms. Then now, with this transit, it is time to work on letting go of that subconscious guilt and learn to be comfortable with your own perception and idea of a family and how it looks like for you. Again, here for creating the space, we would really need to first go very deep within us. We need to go back to our roots, to your upbringing, and confront uncomfortable themes and topics which create these unsettling or conflicting feelings within you. So for you to finally be ready to shake them off and create the space to use for new opportunities and information and discoveries to create that new reality, that correct reality for you. A reality that brings you a deep inner emotional sense of peace. But of course, as we all know, before finding peace, the layers need to shift first, and we go through a turbulent phase so they can come back into their right place. Imagine it almost like a getaway opening to innovation, challenging traditional norms. And for this, you really need to remember that you need to stay open-minded about these occurring changes. It is okay for you to question right now expectations of you, like old expectations, norms, rules, and the road you are here on, living your truth. And here in the area where you have, again, Aquarius in your chart, which is actually already a process that started a few months ago, but now it's really loudly coming into your attention and will continue to seek for change, learning, and growth in the future. You won't be able to ignore it. But with this knowledge, you can consciously choose to focus your attention on it and actively be the one where you are part of the change, where you are the change, rather than almost feel like something external is happening to you and you have no control over your life. And as a quick overview, if this is happening, for example, in your first house, then this would apply to your life as a whole and who you are, who you identify to be in life. If Aquarius falls in your second house, this would apply to your self-worth, what do you value, and the way you earn your income. If Aquarius falls in your third house, this would apply to the way you speak and communicate, or the way you teach and learn, or even what courses you take, how you interact with your close environment. Now, if Aquarius falls in your fourth house, this is big and applies to your emotional stability, your relationship with your mother, your roots, and all the deeply buried subconscious needs that you have. So this is gonna take in a lot of subconscious exploration. If you have Aquarius in your fifth house, this would apply to your love life, to dating, if you have any children, or whether you even want to have children, and also on your creative projects. If Aquarius falls in your sixth house, this applies to your health, daily routine, diet, work schedule, and your environment, like for example, your pets and your hobbies. If Aquarius falls in your seventh house, then this would apply to your relationships and restructuring those relationships, both business and romantic partnerships, and also court cases. If you have Aquarius in your eighth house, this is going to apply to your sex life, for sexuality, intimacy, changes, transformation, and death. If Aquarius falls in your ninth house, this would apply about your meaning in life, your philosophical beliefs, and where and how you experience joy in your life, what makes you feel happy. In the 10th house, this would apply to your career, your ability to respect yourself, and any changes in regards to your status. In the 11th house, this would apply to societal circles, communities, networks, group of people, humanitarian efforts, but mainly it is about your individuality and having the freedom to be your authentic self, regardless of where you are and what group of people you interact with. In the 12th house, this would apply to your spirituality or addictions, your connections to source or God or the divine, and your spiritual beliefs, seeing yourself as the creator of your own life. And again, remember, these changes have already started about 2 months ago. Now they're coming more towards the forefront of your conscious awareness, and events are just getting louder to get your attention. Like, for example, just in case you're not seeing and listening, you will get a drum roll to actually start embracing them, because the more you resist the changes or resist these new things happening, the more the pain and chaos will persist until it all comes crashing down, and one day you suddenly wake up and ask, what happened to me? Well, in actuality, nothing happened to you. You were just sleeping. So now it's actually a really good time to wake up from hibernation season. And as always, no matter what we go through, one thing I always reinforce and encourage everyone to consider is your moon placement and learning what you need emotionally. Because when we bring our buried subconscious needs out to the surface and we learn to nurture our soul first, then we do not need to be highly emotionally disturbed and mentally go local when we are experiencing these changes. Our emotional stability is our stepping ground. It is the foundation we have to learn, grow, and move through the changes by always knowing that we need to first cultivate the peace within. Which brings me the reminder that I will be uploading the Moon Series videos now, so you can watch and learn what is that missing piece you need to find your center. And last but not least, for those living in New York, but also for anyone traveling to New York, I'm going to be in Bushwick at Crossroads Cafe on Mondays and Thursdays at Thursday afternoons, where we have launched Tranquil Tea Time for Soul Awakening. And for those who get their magical tea blend, can also chat with me and ask me a question or something that is of highest concern to you at the moment. Everyone, every single human being is going through their own wave, but we can all learn to surf them when choosing to see the meaning in the right and get a clear picture of what lies ahead. By the way, now this makes me think I am a terrible surfer, but at least I have learned the right of human emotional waves, so this will be more of help. I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.